And US President Donald Trump has told Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu that talks with Iran must continue.
Well, the White House meeting was held behind closed doors, with Netanyahu slipping in via a side entrance without receiving the traditional honor guard. Trump and Netanyahu were seen shaking hands in a photograph released by the Israeli Premier's office. After their 3-hour-long meeting, Trump wrote on Truth Social that there was nothing definitive reached other than his insistence that negotiations must continue to see whether or not a deal can be consummated.
Now, Trump has hinted at US military action against Iran following Tehran's deadly crackdown on protesters. But at the same time, Washington and Tehran restarted talks last week with a meeting in Oman.
Seeking to push for the Islamic Republic's ballistic missile program to be included in any deal, Netanyahu had rushed to Washington for his 7th meeting with Trump since the US leader returned to power last year.
Now, Netanyahu's office said that during the talks with Trump, the Israeli Prime Minister had insisted on the security needs of the state of Israel in relation to the negotiations in Iran.
Netanyahu's visit is also focused on other issues, including Gaza. He officially signed on as a member of Trump's Board of Peace during a meeting earlier on Wednesday with Secretary of State Marco Rubio.
And for more on this, our correspondent Susan Tehrani has sent us this report from New York. Take a look.
As Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu arrives in Washington, D.C. to meet with President Donald Trump, U.S.-Iran tensions are at a critical junction. In an interview with Axios, President Trump said that he's hopeful a deal can be reached, but warned that if talks fail, he's prepared to act militarily, even considering sending a second U.S. aircraft carrier strike group to the Middle East region to pressure Tehran. That military buildup, including the USS Abraham Lincoln, which is already in the region, underscores that diplomacy and deterrence are running hand in hand. In parallel, Netanyahu is expected to press President Trump for a tougher approach, especially on curbing Iran's ballistic missile program and support for proxy groups in the region as Iran continues to reject limits beyond its nuclear work. At the Wednesday meeting between the two leaders, they will likely coordinate on U.S. strategy toward Iran balancing diplomacy with pressure. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.